Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the trigonometric sum and difference formulas. So let's get into it. So first of all, there are three formulas when it comes to the sum and difference. We have the one for cosine, sine, and tangent. So cosine A plus B is equals to cosine of A cosine of B minus sine of A sine of B. Cosine A minus B equals cosine of A cosine of B plus sine of A sine of B. So now our first example is going to be working with cosine. So the reason why we use these formulas is because we're trying to find the value of an angle which we don't know. So if you know your unit circle and we don't know what, for example, if I gave you the cosine of 75 degrees. If you know your unit circle, you know that this isn't a special angle on our unit circle. So without a calculator, we can't evaluate this, but that's what these formulas are for. Manually, we can find angles that add or minus, subtract two angles that we do know to give us this angle that we have here. So how can we do that? Well, we could break 75 up into a sum. So what adds 75? 45 degrees plus 30 degrees. 45 plus 30 is 75. So these are equal. So we can use the cosine sum formula. So we can call cosine of 45 degrees plus 30 degrees. So let's let A, in the formula, equals to 45 degrees, and let B equal to 30 degrees. Cool. So let's get it. We know the cosine of 45 degrees is root 2 over 2. So we're going to plug into the formula. Let me right here. So cosine of 75 degrees, I'm just putting it here. And we're going to be using the first formula. So A is 45 degrees, so cosine of 45 degrees is root 2 over 2. So root 2 over 2. Okay, and it says cosine of B. Okay, B is 30 degrees. And the cosine of 30 degrees is root 3 over 2. Okay. Minus sine of A. Sine of A is root 2 over 2. Times sine of B, which is 1/2. So let's do the algebra. Okay, what's the square root of 2 times square root of 3? Remember the property. We can times the insides because we have two roots. We could times the inside, so we get the square root of 6. Okay. And then we times the bottom, which is 4. Now, can we simplify square root of 6? No. So we just leave like a 6 over 4. Okay, minus. Now let's do the product on the other side. So it's the square root of 2 times 1 all over 2. So when you multiply fractions, we times the top times the bottom. So here we get the square root of 2, because square root, there's an invisible 1 here, so it's 1. So it's going to be the same. So it's going to be square root of 2 times 2 over 2, which is 4. Okay, so it's going to be right here. So we have square root of 6 over 4. And our answer we evaluated here is square root 2 over 4. So with square roots, at this point we can't really do anything. So our final answer will just be the square root of 6 minus the square root of 2 all over 4. So that's how you do it. So now let's try